Nation is the home to 1,473 people, according to the 2000 census. At one time, the nation had plenty of land, but between the years of 1788 and 1822, New York State took 95% of it. Today, they have only 7,299 acres, which is located south of Syracuse near the metro area, which is only about 10 minutes away from where I live. They are a sovereign, independent nation that is run by the Council of the Chiefs. Well, what does it mean to be a sovereign, independent nation? It means they do not pay income taxes, sales, or excess taxes to New York State or the federal government. However, they do not receive any benefit that taxes pay for, which is a huge downfall of being independent. The Onondaga Nation is one out of the 5 tribes that make up the Iroquois. The Onondaga is referred to the keeper of the fire because they are considered to be the capital out of them. Since this is the case, meetings between all the tribe leaders take place at the Onondaga Nation. The Onondaga Nation people have decided that they would not build casinos on their land like many of the other nations, such as their neighboring nation, the Oneida Indians. There are different job and money-making opportunities that are located right on the reservation, such as teaching, retail clerks for the nation, the Onondaga Nation Dealing Center, the Firekeeper's Diner, and the fire department. However, the smoke shop and the Nation Arena are their main sources of income. The smoke shop is the main source out of the two for their income. They sell tax-free cigarettes 24/7. When I was on the reservation, you could see the people just walking into the store, and you could see all the cars just pulling into the parking lot. It was crazy. They even have a drive-through where you can just go and pick them up. It was insane to see all the cartons of cigarettes and boxes that were just being brought into the store. The Nation Arena is a newer part of the reservation, but it brings in a lot of money for them. As soon as you pull up to the arena, you see the huge Hiawatha belt on the side of the building, and in front there are 3 flags: the Canadian flag on the left, the Onondaga Nation flag in the middle, and the United States flag on the right. The inside of the arena definitely has the Onondaga Nation influences as well. The arena is used for one of their most well-known sports, lacrosse, but it also has 2 huge ice skating rinks. Right on the floor, there's a big design of all the different clans within the Onondaga Nation. I found this to be so amazing that they have this as one of the very first things you see when you walk on in. As you probably see, the color purple is very prominent in many of the pictures. The color purple is very significant for them because the original wampum belt is made from the purple portion of the clamshells. With the money that is made from both of these businesses, the nation is able to provide programs for its people. For example, the water systems that were developed to give the people who reside on the reservation have access to fresh, clean, and safe drinking water. The Onondaga people let anyone use the Nation Arena, which is amazing because it's such a beautiful place. They have many opportunities for the public to use the ice rink, such as open skate, stick and puck, party and ice, and spectacular skate are just a few examples that are going on in the month of October. One of my biggest fascinations that I had discovered during my research was the school that is located on the Onondaga Reservation. The Onondaga Nation School has been around since 1850. It originally started as a one-room schoolhouse, but today it is included in the Lafayette School District and teaches kindergarten through 8th grade. Their school is altered to fit their beliefs and traditions of the Native Americans. For example, throughout the school they have wampum belt designs, the Tree of Peace, the Eagle Mother, clan symbols, and the moon phases. A lot of their materials that was used to build the school is made out of natural resources because using the land is so important to them. The majority of their floors are made from wood and the outside is all made out of natural colored bricks. In the middle of the school there's a cultural center. The floors are round to represent Mother Earth, and they use wooden arches to keep that space circular. Again, the color purple is seen throughout the entire school. The use of light is really important to the Onondaga people, and that is reflected in how they design the school. At the Cultural Center, they have a huge skylight to get the most natural light they possibly can. This school is definitely unique and different than other schools in the area. Another aspect that makes the Onondaga Nation School different than any other is what their philosophy behind everything is. It is something that is very unique to them. It states, "I am a living entity. The Creator inspired my birth. Your thirst for the truth about yourself and Mother Earth will be within your reach when your spirit and mind are congruent. My truth will give you the strength and courage to exist in all cultures, but it will also give you the ability to retain the instinct values of our own way of life. Someday, some of you will return to me and share with others what you have gained both within me and in other entities similar to me, in our little brother's culture. The pride that I will generate in you and the way of life that I will give you will place you high above all your enemies, such as greed, envy, jealousy, resentment, self-pity, anger, revenge, dishonesty, and egotism. If I live within you, you will be like the eagle. Important parts of the school curriculum is maintaining their culture because it is slowly disappearing. They are afraid that eventually their culture will be extinct. The Onondaga Nation School has a course that is just designed to learn about their culture. One of their teachers for this course is Bradley Paulas. I was able to do an interview with him over the email, and his answers were really interesting. The first question I asked him was, what do you generally teach to your students? He answered by saying the Onondaga Nation School, or ONS, is part of the Lafayette School District and therefore has the same curriculum and New York State testing standards. However, provides language and culture classes for the students. In language classes, they begin to learn ceremonial speeches needed in the Longhouse, as well as conversational tools to speak in Onondaga. Culture classes focus on our history and who we are. The second question I asked him is, how is attending school on the reservation different than attending a school not located on the reservation? He answered by saying, the major factor is that Onondaga language and culture component in the school. But influencing factors on the school is the Onondaga community. Chiefs and clan mothers are sought for decisions about the school direction and for guidance with the students. ONS also follows the lunar and ceremonial calendar of the Onondaga Nation. Therefore, there are times when the other schools are in session and we have time off for ceremonies. That also means that sometimes ONS is in session when other school districts have vacation time. The question I asked him was, how many students attend the school, and are there a lot that pick to go to school outside of the reservation? He said there are about 120 students at ONS. We have one class per grade level. There are some that choose to go to school elsewhere, but I do not know how many. My final question was, why do some people decide to attend school off the reservation, and why others decide to attend the Onondaga Nation School? He answered by saying, I do not know why other parents don't send their children to ONS, but I attended ONS as a child. I am a teacher here, and my kids go here. I love this school as the classes are small and the kids get a lot of support. This is the only school where my children can practice speaking Onondaga, learn about our culture, and are encouraged to go to the Longhouse to continue our traditional ways. Also, ONS also is such a nurturing and community environment that lasting bonds are built here. I was really glad that I was able to have the opportunity to have an interview with an actual teacher at the school. It brought great insight that I wouldn't be able to find anywhere else. While there's so many positive aspects of the Onondaga Nation School, there are negative sides of it as well. In the school, lots of the children come from lower income families. In the school, 79% of the children qualify for free lunch and reduced lunch, when the national average is at 50%. That is a huge difference. According to the elementaryschools.org website, the Onondaga Nation School is ranked 50,168 out of 53,599 schools in the entire nation. In New York, they are ranked 2,480 out of 2,505 schools. Basically, they're on the bottom. For several of the different standardized tests, their average scores are lower than other school districts. For example, the math test taken in 2011 in the 8th grade only had 11 students taking it, and only 18.2% of the students met the standard, where the district had 56.2% of the 8th graders meet the standard. That's a pretty big difference. And this is all according to SchoolDigger.com. Onondaga Nation has its ups and downs, but what place doesn't? I think it's so important that they continue to teach their language and culture to the younger generations, so it will not die out. It'd be tragic to see such a unique culture disappear.